Guys, this is our design time. So last month we talked about spring cleaning. This month we're going to talk about spring design. Every year Pantone, the leading paint specialist, comes out with the color of the year. And if you remember, the color of the year this year is emerald green. Well, they also come out with a color for the different seasons. And so since we're going into spring, the color for spring is Monaco blue. I love this color. I love the richness of it. And also it works so well with so many different things. So when I'm telling you that it's the color of the season, I'm not basically saying go out and paint your whole house this color. You can paint an accent wall. You could do trim in it. Just something that would really kind of highlight a room. Another great thing that's really trending this year for spring also is wallpaper. But it's not the basic typical wallpaper that you might be familiar with in the 80s. It's the more updated modern version of wallpaper. And stripe wallpaper is the thing that's really trending. But you know where we're putting wallpaper this season? We're not putting it on the walls, it's on the ceiling. So if you have some wallpaper, the best thing you could do is to wallpaper your ceiling. It not only does it give the room height, but it also adds a little bit of texture to your ceiling. But if you want to do something that's a little more do-it-yourself DIY, get a stencil and you can make your own wallpaper. It's a little bit cheaper and also you can be more involved in it. I like to say that if you really want to change your room throughout the holiday season or through spring, the easiest way you could do that is to just add a pillow. One of the big trends that's trending for spring this year is Indian influence wallpaper and also fabric. So this pillow is very Indian influence, but also it's spring, that means spring flowers. So people are going to be outside a lot. So lanterns are a great way to add just a little bit of extra to your outdoors, but also keeping the trends by staying with the whole Indian influence. Well, here's the thing. I just told you that emerald green was the hot color for the year, but then Monaco blue is the hot color for spring. So adding a vase with both of those colors together really helps to highlight a room. And once again, blues and greens can go in so many different directions. As you can see, this may not be the exact color blue or the exact color green, but if you stick in the blue and green family, they usually work really, really well together. So this is one of the do-it-yourselfs that I'm going to tell you about today. You may have some magazines, guys, that you love. Amelie G is one of my favorite. Instead of getting rid of those magazines, here's what you can do. You can make the bottom of a base for a magazine holder. This is a little more intricate, but you can take 4 pieces of wood and basically staple it together or nail it together. You get your magazines and you stack them on top of each other. These are recycled belts that I had at my house I just used. And of course, the color of the season, Monaco blue pillow, right on top. So it goes from taking just a basic magazine that you definitely don't want to get rid of and making your own either footstool or bench. Well, I know this may be one thing that's not trending throughout the country, but it's trending right here in Louisiana. It's crawfish season. So if you're going to have a crawfish boil, one of the great things that you can do is to make a reef. Once again, use recycle, upcycle, and use a reef that you already had. This is one of my reefs from Christmas, but you can also use your reef from Mardi Gras. You take it, and of course, we just talked about it, burlap is really huge for this season. You take it and you wrap it around the reef, then you get yourself, of course, some newspaper. You can't have a good crawfish ball without newspaper. You get some newspaper, you wrap it around, you hot glue it. If you're working with kids, be sure that you're monitoring that. And then you get some of these artificial crawfish, and you have created the perfect Louisiana trend, which is the perfect crawfish reef. So this has been our design time.